Good Sunday to you, boys and girls, and welcome to another edition of Butch On Sports. Simply Butch is here, and as always, thanks for tuning in. Yes, it is on a Sunday. We're doing Butch On Sports, and right now we're having paralyzing times in the United States and around the world here. Hopefully that you're bunkered down and you're safe, and your loved ones as well are very safe. A lot of stuff that we can get to you in a short period of time, because this is going to be what we call an abbreviated version of Butch On Sports. Yes, it is. Let's first and foremost get to the real news of all. Right now, the pandemic of COVID-19 is still in the midst of us here. Some say it will get worse before it gets better. We're reminding everyone here to do what your local government and also our federal government has put plans for us to do. That is, stay safe, stay at home when you can, only go out when you need to. That means for groceries, or maybe take a brief walk, or maybe walk your pet. And also go to the park or take a walk. However, we remind you also that contact is a big key to this particular culprit, and that children using playground equipment, touching and coming in close contact really is not permissible at this point in time here. We ask you, please be safe. Please adhere by those particular warnings that have been given out, again, by our federal, local, state, city, municipalities there. It's self-explanatory, and hopefully we'll get by this and be better than ever, and we'll be safe. Some say, again, it will get worse before it gets better. But again, I'm always an optimistic person myself there. Things are going to get better. And hopefully very, very, very soon here. As you know, many sports events have been canceled. NCAA, that we will be going through this particular day. On this day, we will at least know who's going into the Elite Eight, or Sweet 16, as they call it. We won't see that this year. We won't see Major League Baseball start on time, because it will be exactly like 1 week before that happened, or this week. And we won't see Major League Baseball to at least right now to May. And many other sports, such as National Hockey League, they're pushing back everything until times get better. And so is the NBA. Australian rules football is still going on with no crowds, of course, but you can watch certain sporting events of entertainment, a lot of reruns, many reruns. And of course, you got ESPN, who basically today, on this particular Sunday on ESPN2, the Ocho 8, or ESPN 8, you call it the Ocho. A lot of things such as dodgeball, stair sliding exhibitions, barrel jumping, catfish catching, the whole 9 yards here. Something to entertain you. And of course, if you're watching now, we're starting this around my 8:30 this evening there. WrestleMania is going on ESPN. I can't wait to get back to that there. But again, it's important for me to feed you, the general public, on what's going on in sports there in particular. Majority of the live sports news in the United States and in this country has been on the NFL. Mainly, we could talk about the Detroit Lions first and foremost. One of the big trades they made was Darius Slate getting the axe. He's been traded to the Philadelphia Eagles for some draft picks there. Then we find out that Darius Slate and also the coach, Matt Patricia, did not get along too well. Well, you can see that fitting. And like I said, I have mentioned it many times that many of the players on the Detroit Lions for the last 2 years have not given their all, period. I mean, they didn't come out to play. Maybe the practices were good, but when it came down to effort in the game, it was not there. Last season, I should say, the Detroit Lions were winning majority of their games or was in the lead in a total of 12 of the 16 games they played. And it didn't do any good when it came down to the defense defending that, okay? Because if it was, we'd be talking a different story. As it stands, we're talking a real big story is that if the season starts on time or when it does start, the Lions are in the precarious position that Miss Ford wants a winner. She does not want a loser, or she'll be dumping people out in the street. The Lions have made a lot of doggone changes in effect as of this particular right now. Darius Slade is one of them. He was one of the major news when free agents started on this past Wednesday. They have shopped him around. And once they got Desmond Trufant, when he signed as a free agent, that gave them the signal to get rid of Darius Slade. And Trufant comes from Atlanta Falcons, of course, if you did not know. The Lions also announced that they have acquired Darren Harmon via the trade with the New England Patriots, pending the physical, and that physical has been taken, and he'll be on the Detroit Lions this upcoming season. Another one, he's out of Rutgers, of course, and he's been with the New England Patriots. He has some championship pedigree, as you know, if he's from New England there. So a lot of players that the Lions are getting from New England there. In later issues of Butch On Sports, I'm quite sure Thursday, and we'll get to that in a few moments. Not Wednesday, but Thursday we'll be doing Butch On Sports. Detroit Lions also, they announced Devin Kadar, A.J. Howard, and also Kyle Sloter. They're no longer with the team. There's a lot of free agents right now that the Lions or waiver people or people who dress right now, their contract has expired, that they got to sign on up. We had a list of them from the NFL. Again, we'll talk more about that on Thursday there. It's no secret that the NFL has made many changes in trades and whatnot there. We haven't went through them exclusively yet because, again, a lot of distractions from people trying to get well, including myself, and trying to stay well on this COVID-19 virus. By the way, New Orleans St. Sean Payton was tested, and he was tested positive for the coronavirus there. He should be out of quarantine right now. Today is Sunday, so he's been in quarantine for the last 14 days or so. He said he felt like he was coming down with a cold, was not feeling well, and it prompted him to get tested there. So many teams right now are bunkering down, taking the action. The NBA has given permission for their players to go home to their particular cities that they live at. However, they prefer them to stay in the cities that they do business at and they work at, okay? So it won't be a whole lot of moving around, per se, but for the safety of all and loved ones in particular, they're going to probably stay in the city that they work in or was residing in at the particular time. Yeah, so a lot of things have been interrupted. Airlines have been interrupted. Travel has been interrupted. No high schools have been interrupted. Seniors have been interrupted there, and that's greatly so. A very big disappointment for seniors who've worked all their particular to get to this special day this year to graduate across the stage, and may not happen or it might be delayed. I'm quite sure it will happen, and it won't be delayed, but how they're going to do it and how to do things on a timely basis, including schools getting back in the order there on a timely basis, no one has the answers for that as of yet there. No one. They say unemployment will be paid. They say some people will be getting a stimulus check. Some people are very disagreeable how that particular money is going to be paid off. They say you got to be a taxpayer in order to get the money, and it's not really so that people who are taxpayers are being affected by this. Okay, so maybe people who first started working didn't have to pay taxes. I mean, how they're going to get a check? Those are things the President of the United States and others points to be, have to think about very, very hard. Our schedule has been interrupted. As you know, we perform on a show called The Game. That was not in session last Monday. We're hopefully right now talking to Scott Nason via email. We're going to do a Skype version of The Game. Hopefully tomorrow, which we can upload and give it to you podcast-wise there, and just talk about the sceneries and different areas of the country, the world, and just get a close airing out of really what's going on and how people are trying to tell you or deal with day-to-day life. I know it's not very easy at all. I go in supermarkets maybe every now and then to try to find a chicken. I haven't found a chicken since this thing started. I haven't found toilet paper in readily supplies or hand washing solutions or maybe dishwashing liquid to just wash your hands. I haven't seen that in Peru. Frozen food cases are just ramsacked. And then they made adjustments with the particulars there, and still that don't seem to help. You don't know how that normally feel, but I know what it is not to have what you want. So I'm asking everybody, please don't hoard the products here, okay? They do have a federal government czar now in progress that basically he's going to detect who's hoarding products. And they're going to come to you very nicely and say, hey, look, we know you're hoarding products. We'll buy those products back for you for the goodness of all mankind. If you want to sit up there and be stupid about it, we're going to prosecute you. So take it for what it's worth, okay? Let's think about our brothers and sisters, our neighbors, our friends, our moms and dads, our seniors, our grandmas. Let's everyone pitch in and help one another out. Don't make things difficult for each other, because that just makes this thing a hell of a lot harder there, indeed there. I'm going to kind of finish up this particular there because it's really, truly right now, this is a Sunday that basically we will have a 26-minute show at least of giving you some sports news and some developments that we cannot give you. Again, the NCAA will be having their particular dealings on right now. At least the Sweet 16 will be announcing it. Girls basketball, this will be the week of the finals. Next week will be the week of the boys' finals. We're not going to have that. And other sporting events that are going on through the state, all interrupted. And seniors who's supposed to be graduating on time, or basically right now will be close to their spring break. That's off the table. Some on hold. Some have went on head on the floor too. And I remind you again, take heed of the connections that people have given you of keeping separation to bare minimum. I know there's churches are open. However, many medical officials, including my own, say, hey, look, you got respiratory problems or you're up in age, it's better that you stay at home and watch TV than go out there in the general public and put yourself at risk. So please, take heed from those doctors that you talk to. Take heed of getting information, valid information from valid sources. And I don't mean somewhat maybe television, but maybe the state, local governments, people of distinction, like our President of the United States, our governor, whatever it may be, our mayors, listening to them and the health departments who are really involved in this here, okay? and give you the right things to do instead of the wrong things to do. There's a lot of rumors out there. There's a lot of bad people out here as well trying to take the doggone limelight and making it difficult for others. Please stay away from it. And I know Facebook is a very entertaining source of information and a way to keep many people try to keep up or just lay their life down online for Facebook. I'm not one of them. And neither on Twitter or anything else there. I'd rather get on the phone and give you a phone call or meet you in person to have lunch. Those lunches are very far and few right now, but I can get on the phone and talk to you. So please be mindful of what information you get off those particulars there. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or whatever else is going on out there. Please be mindful of what information. Make sure it's the right information, please. We haven't got a lot of doggone definite information yet about a whole lot of things going on. Just hopefully try to be patient as best you can. Do what you can. If you're unemployed, file for unemployment, regardless. Okay? Everybody talking about stimulus checks, they haven't came in until they come in your pocket. Hey, do some things to try to help yourself out. Call your bill collectors or whatever it may be. Try to make arrangements if you can. There are going to be some Simon Legrees out there. All I can do is pray for you and say, hey, look, there's none of them out there and hopefully not get in the way of making life harder for people than what it is right now. I am done, boys and girls. I am very hopeful and be praying for all of you to have some safe haven up and coming here. We need it. We need it very bad. Just everybody take care of one another. Sports is on. Check out the WrestleManias and whatnot. By the way, there are going to be 2 days of WrestleMania on the weekend of the 4th and the 5th of April. And hopefully, one of the networks, like the ESPN, stepped up to say, we're going to do some, I want to fill in some spots. Maybe Fox will step on in there for 2 nights, and we can see it live on television instead of worrying about the WWE network and have to pay $11.95 when that $11.95 might have to pay for a prescription or something here, or something more detrimental here. Please, somebody, Fox, why don't you step on up there? And so I guess for the 4 or 5 hours in those next 2 days, you can watch some good stuff here. Butch On Sports is a presentation of Oh My Darling Productions. Please be mindful. We'll be on Thursdays now for the duration of March and April, okay? And after those months, then we'll get back with you and see when we're going to be on. We'll definitely be on Sundays of every week. We're going to do the game tomorrow, but we're going to do Skype. We haven't done that for a long, long time. A lot of separation here, but hopefully we'll have a version of the game on podcast on the GameSportsShow.com available for everybody. Or you can check out Butch On Sports or ButchOnSports.Podomatic.com or simply Butch2.Podomatic.com or TheGameSportsShow.Podbean.com. Those are just some of the few natures. Butch On Sports is a presentation of Oh My Darling Productions. Hey, everybody be good to yourself, okay?